Okay, cool. I'll share my screen. I will kind of talk only on WebDriver I/O now. Okay, so that will be, we have different videos for different stuff. Okay. Okay, guys, welcome back to Protractor class. Now today we'll be discussing about WebDriver I/O. So WebDriver I/O, basically WebDriver I/O comes from a pure black box testing kind of a framework, which will be able to automate any application, which is any application, including Angular also we can do it, but we will miss the point of the core libraries like wait for Angular and few assertions and stuff. So any non-Angular, we would suggest that you go for WebDriver I/O. Why WebDriver I/O? WebDriver I/O is very important because WebDriver I/O is exactly the same funda that we are talking in WebDriver. Okay, WebDriver is nothing but Selenium in Java. So what are the Selenium, Java, WebDriver I/O? The same syntax, same kind of policies, same kind of return values. The whole experience that you had seen in WebDriver I/O and Cucumber and WebDriver Java is exactly replicated in WebDriver I/O. So it will be easy for the people. Okay, example, callbacks and all these things are very complex. And if you are using element instead of driver, again, that is a little bit complex. So little bit of complexities, things that we have in Protractor will be gone out using WebDriver I/O, because WebDriver I/O purely focus on replicating the actual WebDriver framework, which is there in our Selenium and Java. Okay, cool. So that is the first difference between Protractor and Angular. And the locator's point of view, again, I'm telling it actually. Okay, so WebDriver I/O, Protractor, the biggest advantage of Protractor is we can use plain all locators plus Angular locators, right? That is what the locators. But unfortunately, WebDriver I/O point of view, we have to use CSS. Mainly CSS is the basic locator strategy that we have to use in WebDriver I/O. Okay. And coming to API's point of view, okay, so it got good enough APIs, means like, clicking in some case, all these things. But WebDriver I/O have more, like, it have more complex APIs. Okay, so more complex means you'll understand, but it got very lot of APIs to do every small thing. Okay, so that is one of the biggest advantage. Okay, so this table.
Sorry to interrupt. In terms of locators, we use both normal locators and Angular locators in WebDriver I/O.
No. There's nothing. There's nothing related to Angular locators, or even we don't use ID and all these things. We use only CSS.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Okay, so where is this? Add a row, yeah, insert row below, insert row below. Okay, APIs point of view, we got good enough APIs and more complex.
And how about XPaths?
XPath it supports, but mainly it supports XPath, but mainly people who are how to use CSS.
Okay.
Okay, so apart from that, your callbacks, which is again okay. So the callbacks is required. So we have to use callbacks for all, get text, etc. All this get attribute. Whenever we want to get a value out of something, we have to use from browser. We have to use a callback. Okay, but there's no callbacks required here. The fundamental difference, guys, I'm telling, fundamental difference is that very technically, every method that we use returns a promise. Okay, every method will return a promise. Okay, but here, no, here every method will return its own value, means get text or boolean is present, not present, all these things it will return a Boolean value. But you cannot use that in protractor. That's the reason why, because that return value is not there, that's the reason why we have to go for callback. Callback is an alternative for our getting a value out of it. So because there's no return value, you have to use callbacks. So if somebody asks about biggest difference between protractor and WebDriver IO, protractor uses callbacks to return a value, but WebDriver will not use any callbacks. It will straight away return any value which is required. Okay, so the callbacks are important in protractor, but callbacks are not important in WebDriver IO. Okay, which is the biggest big thing. Okay. From that,
but can we use it for any callback function in JavaScript also? Because we need to just test a case after one test.
Okay, waits, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of waits. No, we don't need to. Okay, so it is. So I think so. Waits point of view. Okay, so waits point of view, protractor point of view. The waits are. We have to explicitly make the weights, okay, and normally Jasmine will take care of that. Okay, guys, this is very technical, guys. The reason why we are not using page object model and Cucumber in protractor is because the way handling the weights is very difficult in protractor. Okay, because it is always written a promise. Everything that we have to do it within the, we need to wait for something, then we need to use callbacks and a lot of complexity. However, because we are using Jasmine, what it does is Jasmine handles the whole promise is only Jasmine. So Jasmine is the solution for weights. Otherwise, Cucumber and Chai cannot do it. It will be like utter flop. Okay, I know the pain. Okay, but WebDriver IO, it don't need any weights because it don't need callbacks. The weight is linear. You write 2 lines of code, 1 line after 1 line it will execute. It have its own mechanisms. Okay, it's very efficient in that point of view. Okay, so what else? So remaining things are common, guys. I'm telling configuration is same. Configuration point of view, everything is same. So we need to have a here we need to have a config.js file. Here also we need config.js file. Simple. Okay, and then apart from that, okay, from assertions point of view, we use Jasmine here normally, we use Chai here. Okay, however, okay, I'll just, and there's one more tool which I will discuss, will tell later, okay? Because WebDriver, okay, so framework, but assertions
Chai
point
first.
of view,
Okay.
yeah, Chai does, but actually WebDriver itself have some assertions, okay? It have, I think WebDriver or Nightwatch, I think one of the tool have inbuilt assertions. That's the reason why I was just getting confused, okay? See the list of APIs. Lot, right? This is a very good thing.
They provide very clearly.
Yeah. The documentation is very good. Very good, yeah. So yes, I think for now only Chai for now. Okay. I think Nightwatch will provide that. Let me see, because a lot of tools going in my mind, sometimes I'll get confused. Which one is using inbuilt assertions? Yeah, this will do it. Okay, so this is what you are in Nightwatch itself will do an assertions for us, but WebDriver will not do any inbuilt assertions. We have to use, just like Jasmine, we have to use Chai. Okay, that's what I just got confused. Okay, Nightwatch will do that inbuilt assertions. Okay, Nightwatch will do inbuilt assertion as well as inbuilt page object model. That's the reason why Nightwatch is good. However, now WebDriver IO is becoming the top #1 because it's a race. Nightwatch, Cypress, Protractor, WebDriver IO. and what else? We got something called Codecept, and all these things are coming in the race to compete each other. But ultimately, WebDriver is really coming up in the top. WebDriver is big, even though you don't have inbuilt as because it don't care because it says that
Sriram, you're breaking up.
Sai, why are you? Okay, guys. So you need to know this. Is it breaking?
Yeah, we missed something.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it is clear.
Yeah. I'm just saying that we got lot of tools. Every tool have its own advantages and disadvantages. However, what do you call WebDriver is very good. WebDriver is the best, one of the best one. Okay.
What is the major difference of using WebDriver and WebDriver IO? What is the major difference? Like
JavaScript.
Performance?
Java and JavaScript.
Okay.
Okay, see this guys. This is what I'm just a comparison tool. So this is the difference between protractor. Yeah, so this is protocol point of view, little bit difference is there. And Nightwatch, as I said, that assertions are there, page object model is there, little bit Nightwatch is, it was 2 years back where we thought Nightwatch is better than WebDriver IO, but now the conclusion is WebDriver IO had exceeded Nightwatch. Okay. So comparison point of view, yeah, mobile support, mobile app. You cannot use mobile app only because Protractor IO don't support mobile apps. Okay, but WebDriver IO supports mobile apps, so you can automate mobile applications also using WebDriver IO.
Okay. Yeah. But there is only one command, right? Touch in our Protractor API.
No, it is no Protractor point of view don't support. That's it. Okay. So touch is nothing but, I mean, ideally for mobile web we can try to do something. Okay, that is what they said. But mobile app point of view it won't support. Okay, that is the biggest, one of the biggest difference, guys. Okay, understood? Okay, shall we go into WebDriver IO now?
Sriram, one question. How about, do you have any idea about chimp.js?
Chimp.
Yeah.
What is that?
I think it is using WebDriver IO framework.
What is that specifically called?
Chimp.js.
Chimp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe something. But let's see what the guys will talk about. Yeah, under WebDriver IO. Okay. I think this is something top of WebDriver IO, I think. Right? On top of WebDriver IO.
Yes.
Synchronized test.
I think it's automatically it runs. The heavy lifting on real-time feedback on the session. Oh, it's a JB here. Okay. So you're not using Cucumber.
JBHAV framework is very tricky actually, very difficult.
Yeah. I think JB here is. It was there, but then when Cucumber came, it went back. Okay. So I think this is ideally. I think it will check for the file changes and automatically executes by itself. kind of it will execute by itself, I think. This is all JBehav thing. But anyway, we are using Cucumber with WebDriver Evo. That should be fine. Okay. Okay. Anyway, thanks for raising that. Now coming back to this. So yes, guys, this is the WebDriver Evo main page. So ideally, WebDriver Evo is again one of the important framework which is used JavaScript. But the APIs are very easy and very much readable. Okay, the biggest thing is it's very much readable and very easy to use. Okay, it's not as complex as this. Okay, so okay, so let us set up. Okay, so the good thing of this Evo is when you're starting from scratch, it's very easy to do it. Okay, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, but let us go. The features of WebDriver. Okay, again we got notes to start from scratch, but before going that, let us. So WebDriver Evo, one of the biggest advantages of using WebDriver Evo, the APIs are very much matured. Okay, and it is much more 100% better than Protractor because the APIs are very much matured and it is very easy to use. Okay, it's very much easy to use and the APIs are very much matured. That's the reason why we use WebDriver Evo, and it is much stronger. Means it got a lot of APIs and it got configuration point of view, it got a lot of configurations. You know, we used to struggle to do a little bit of configurations in Protractor, but it is not like this. It's very much very easy to do all the configurations. You can see that it can do a lot of things. Okay, so the documentation and the APIs are 100% stronger than this, and it got few examples. If you want, you can go and look into that. This is what we are struggling in this one, right? Protractor, yes. Okay. You can see that it got lot of nice tests that you can actually you can go and test. Okay, something like this. Set value. See, this is all very much keys enter. Yeah, this is very much easy to look like, isn't it? Okay, and you can return a value and you can use that value here. This is very important. We can't do this in Protractor. We have to use a callback. But here we can get a value and you can use it somewhere else. This is one of the things. Okay, shall we start now? So the biggest difference I'm telling, easy to use, stronger APIs, and lot of support. Okay, which includes supporting for Cucumber and supporting for page object model. Okay, so this will be our course for next few days. Okay, okay, guys. Okay, see, it got nice plugins and a lot of things. Okay. Okay, so shall we start now? So normally what we use, we create a test and then normally we need to do npm install, and then we have to use a file and we can write the test, and if we want to do it locally, we have to use a package.json and do all these things. That is the normal procedure, right? Okay, so what I want to say is, normally if you want to build from scratch, so what you will do, you have to first of all install the library locally. First thing. Second thing is, once you install the library locally, the second thing that we have to do is we need to make sure that we write we actually write tests using the APIs typically, and run the test, get reports. Then normally if you want to go to next level, then we will go to create package.json. Okay, so actually to write all these tests, we have to create a config file also, right? So basically we need to have one config file and one test. That is where we normally starts, isn't it? Okay, so normally we do that, right? Aishwarya, Jagdish, Saeed.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what we normally do. We install the library, we write the test, and we do the configuration. Okay, so that is the normal cycle. But welcome to WebDriver IO world, where things are very easy. Okay, so I think you people will love this. First of all, what I will do, I am starting from scratch. Okay, see this carefully. Okay, so what I will do, see this very importantly. Go to your preferred folder. Okay, clean library. Okay, so now make sure that globally you need to have WebDriver IO. So install globally npm install. How to do it globally? -G. Okay, so what is the library name? Just make sure that I'm not doing a spelling mistake. Go to npm.js and type the main WebDriver IO first. Main WebDriver IO. Okay. Oh no, WebDriver CLI. Okay, so this is important, guys. First thing is you need to install WebDriver CLI, because CLI is nothing but command line interface. Okay, so to make things easy, first of all, you have to install WebDriver CLI in a global way. Okay, so WDIO CLI, that is important. Okay, WDIO-CLI. Done. Make sure that it's a global, because we are not actually creating a framework. We want to use some CLI command line methods to create a framework by itself. Okay, so it got a nice way to do it.
Sriram, in the documentation it said I. What does I mean?
I is install. That's it.
Okay.
Shortcut of npm I is equal to npm install. Both are same.
Okay.
Okay, see now this all double command. Okay, now very cool and calm. You are in a new folder. So now WDIO is installed. So what you have to do is this is single command that you have to use. Okay, so that single command that we have to use is WDIO config. Okay, I'll just get the spelling right. Okay, give me 1 second. There is some spelling. Yeah, that's it. Config. Okay, that's it. I do this. So now, because you are starting from scratch, WebDriver will give you a kind of a wizard, a kind of a setup process which you can use. Okay, which you can see like this. Not find much. Okay, give me 1 second. WDIO, right? Okay. Nice contribution. Oops. Cannot find module build. NVM use 8. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I need to do it again. Because I used that 8 was 6. It was 6 version by default, and I need to change it to 8 because sometimes I use 6 for some old projects. Okay, give me one more minute, guys. I think it will take some time to install the same thing because I got 2 node versions. 6 version I don't want to use it. I want to use 8. and it have two versions of its own two different global repositories. So I think 8 is not compatible with 6. Now I'm moving to 8 and I want to install in the 8 repo, not in the 6 repo. Okay, so that's it is again doing it again. Otherwise, if I've done the same thing twice, it will not download again and again. You can see the versions, everything is fine. It will say that, okay, I already got everything. So it's all, Node will do all these tricks for us. Okay, so ideally, I think today we will go through, yes, maybe we'll take some basic examples, but basic APIs. Maybe next week we will do a little bit advanced, and maybe page object model we'll do next week. Okay, today we will just go to feature files. And I mean, I don't want to again go to Mocha and Chai again, because Mocha is nothing but like Jasmine. Describes and its is there, what is there in Mocha. Okay, so I don't want to go to Mocha, I want to go to Cucumber and WebDriver IO, which is a very good combination. Okay, so how are you feeling this JavaScript, guys? Did you practice, or are you getting any kind of complexities in JavaScript?
Not yet. Probably once we dig into deep, probably we might get some doubts.
Because you are not practicing, right? I know. Ah. I don't know why it is showing another. Cannot find build.
Node models. Have you installed it in globally or node models?
I installed global only because now right now nothing is there. But now I'm doing locally. But see what happens. If it comes again, then the problem is a problem here. I'll go physically there and delete all this node modules and do it again. That's it. Because ideally we will only get at that like this. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, 1 second. Config 1 p.m. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I don't know why. Okay, 1 second. WDA will help. So, okay. WDIO itself is a problem. Okay, guys, I need to go and do this. Okay, I'll remove all these things. Okay, so okay, I got all these things right. I'll try to delete all these things. Okay, now let's do this. Ideally, global should work, guys. Simple, I'm telling you.
Why did you remove those folders, Sriram?
Because this is throwing some error, right? So there's some problem here. So, problem is because I had downloaded all the things previously sometime back, maybe 6 months back or something like that. Everything is in global module. So this is one of the disadvantages of using a global module. Why I'm not doing locally? Because I haven't created the project yet. I am at very earliest stage. If I create a project, everything will go through package.json and node modules. But that is the reason why normally people prefer to have a local library. But now, right now, for my CLI command, I have to use a global library. I am using global library. But however, because I got the old WebDriver IO files and some other kind of, versioning problem, that's the reason why it is not. There's some problem with that old node modules, which is creating a problem. That's the reason why I'm deleting everything and trying to start from scratch. Which makes sense? Okay, now just cannot find build. Okay, okay. Okay, guys, give me one more second. I don't really know. Okay, so we got this. Okay, so we got this. Okay, okay. It is running this JavaScript, but build cannot find volume.
Check the folder name also.
Okay, so give me some 1 second. I don't know why I'm getting that.
Because I'm getting the same error. I was trying to install with you parallelly, but
Is it okay?
I'm also getting the same error.
Okay, let me see. Stuck with the same. Will give us a solution. I think we are in CLI. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm just got a small problem, small doubt, but let's see what happens. Okay, so I think maybe we have instead of CLI we have to do is IO itself, but let's see what happens. Okay, so what I would do now is sudo is not a problem for me because I am admin for my system.
Otherwise, use WebDriver IO install npm install WebDriver IO.
Yeah, I can. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. Because I think WebDriver IO CLI is the best one. Okay, but anyway, we'll see. We'll resolve it. Okay, let's try this. Yes. I think we did a wrong one. Okay. So now the command is wdo config. Yes. Okay. I'll do Ctrl+C again, guys. Sorry for that. Okay, because normally we use the framework directly, but we never do this. But anyway, we're doing it. Okay. Okay, guys. I'll be back. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Okay. So the command is wdi config. If I do this, then it will ask, where do you want to run my tests? This is what I discussed last time. Source Labs is different, Selenium grid is different, and your local machine is different, right? So normally we use local machine for now. Shall we? It doesn't mean that we can't change anything. We can change it in a millisecond, okay? But this is just a initial setup, okay?
Okay.
Now, which framework we want to use? So this is like a wizard.
So here also we have Jasmine, right?
We have Jasmine, yeah. But Mocha is better than Jasmine here because Jasmine doesn't make any sense. Okay. Because we're not getting any promises and Jasmine don't need to be there, okay?
So why they use Cucumber instead of Mocha or some
Cucumber is BDD, right?
behavior error driven?
Yeah, that's a big thing because for BDD we have to use Cucumber. Jasmine and all, they're not behavior.
Okay.
Okay. So we're using Cucumber now. So I'll install framework adapter for you. Yeah, what is framework adapter? Yeah, we say yes. Where are your feature files located? Yes, the default value is given. Leave it like this. Step definition is giving a folder structure for us. And it is asking where is your code?
Dot spec.
Do you want to use your spec? Okay, which one do you like, guys? See this? It supports all these things. Which one you like? Tell your option.
Cucumber usually supports JUnit, right? I don't know. Just asking about curiosity.
Yeah, JUnit is okay, but I think normally,
Use spec dot something.
yeah. For now, spec we can use it. If you want, you can change it later. Mocha Awesome is also very good. It will be a good one. Spec is okay. JUnit is okay. Allu is very, very good one. But Allu, the problem is we will get only XML file. We need to use an external server to deploy that report. So we need to run it separately. Okay. So for that, which one use? Dot is okay. Shall we use dot for now? Because we are anyway. You guys can try it later also. Okay. Where did you add? Where do you want to add a service to test your setup? No, right? No.
Selenium. We use that Selenium. I think.
Service to test setup.
Selenium standalone.
Do you want to add a service to test your setup? Selenium should be fine. Okay. Verbosity, I think verbose is good. I mean, more logs we get. Which directly the screenshot are saved. We got some screenshot thing. Is the base URL? What is the base URL? So which one we'll use today? Which one is that one? Yeah, I think we got some React application. Okay. Yes, I think so. Yes, this one. Yes. So we use this for now. Okay. Why we use this, I'll tell later, but this is the best one. Okay. So this one is because we got a source code of this application with us. Okay. So this is the one which is like we can replicate in a real-time environment where we can deploy the application locally as well as we can deploy the application in a production server and test it. Okay. So it's now installing the packages.
Sriram,
You can just go through the questions again. Where the test should be executed, not source labs locally. Which framework we want to use? Cucumber. So adapter is important for us. Framework adapter means kind of a configuration which builds the whole connections. And feature files where it should be located, step definition where it should be located, which report you want, and do you want any service like like a kind of a proxy service or third-party APIs to do initial setup? We don't need login. What version we need login? We just like log4j kind of commands, and where we do a screenshot and what is the base URL. That's what we did. Okay. So it is installing the packages. Wait a minute. Then after that we should be able to get a beautiful framework built for us.
Sorry, what is that meant? Sorry, what is that meant by base URL?
This is the main URL where you want to test, right?
Okay. Yeah, someone is asking some question. I should. I think.
Tell me.
Can you send me the base URL link in the chat, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I think Aisha is doing a good thing. Normally, I mean, practicing the same time will be a really good idea. Actually, you can see if you got any problems, you can fix it here itself. Yeah. Okay, so installing 2 packages. I think everything is there. So where is our code? Okay, so finally what we got? We got this file. Yes. Okay, so we got one configuration file, guys, end of the day. Okay, so you can see that in WebDriver practice, we got one configuration file. Okay, which was just created right now. So now, based on this, we need to create the folder structure. Okay. Okay, now what I'll do is just see this. What we did is we did that features is the place we put our feature files. Okay, and step definitions are where the step definition is at. The step definitions are within this. Okay, so in the features, I create one folder called Go. Okay, new folder called step. See, you guys need to understand the power of the config file. So config file is actually doing the whole trick for us, isn't it? That's it. Okay. Now, remaining all are is already there. So now we can start creating some feature files. Then we'll create implementations, and we got config file. So typically we got 3 files which we need. Okay. The why 3 files here is we are not in linear testing framework. We are in BDD.
Okay.
So because we are in BDD, we need to have one feature file.
Feature file and step definition.
And step definition and config file. Okay, that is the basic things. Okay, so now when we set up this basic framework from scratch, so what we did, we have gone to wizard, and guys, why I'm really going very slowly is because this is what interview questions will be. They will ask you, they'll expect this should be in your mind. It's not like you will have Google and you take the documentation, you do it. It's not like that. That is not a good way to learn a subject. Everything should be in your mind. Okay. So in wizard point of view, what it asked me for it asked a few questions. See, directly, indirectly, what it is saying, the WebDriver is saying that all these things will be part of my config file. You need to set this as the basic config. Without that, WebDriver IO doesn't make any sense. Okay. So typically we need to have where is our Selenium server. First thing means this is soft slabs or something like that. And it asked me where is my what is my framework, which is very, very, very important. Okay, so we said it is Cucumber. And what else it asked for? It is asked for reports. What kind of reports you need, and what is your folder structure, which is we had given. And it asked me what is your base URL, which is again we have given. Do you need any, and it also need any third party? Okay, normally you should also ask for proxy. Right now we don't need any proxy, but sometimes in some companies we do not need a proxy. So this proxy also can be set up using our config file. But remember, it never asked us for a browser. Did it ask us for a browser? No. Because it had given some default value, we can change it. That's what its main intention. Okay. So we had gone through wizard. Now after wizard, we need to create few basic files. What are the basic files? Which is a feature file, very important. We need to have the step definition, and we need to have what else we need? We need to have the config, which is already there. Okay, this is a basic guide. This without that nothing you can do. Okay.
So we don't need any test runner class.
Test runner.
Yeah. We need test runner class. How you run the test?
WebDriver, right?
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Because we are using Cucumber.
Yeah. Need test runner class.
See, so important thing is all the JavaScript frameworks that we are using, they themselves are an executables, and it need a framework to help for test running. So the executable here is a WebDriver IO itself, and the test runner is Cucumber here for us.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that answer your question? Okay.
Yeah.
So the base URL we had given. So let us go to our base URL here. Okay.
Sriram,
And then I think
I have one question. You were telling about,
tell me.
you were telling about proxies. Why do we use proxies? Sorry.
Okay, because if you are in a company, internal company, and they don't have a direct access to all these websites and anything, then you need to have a proxy so that you can access your external websites to the proxy server, because the proxy will read what kind of website that you are accessing and all these things.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And again, when automation tests are running, it also need to access the external website, so it can't directly access. So it also need where is my proxy server, so that it will all the web requests will go to the proxy servers. Okay, cool. So these are the basic things, guys. So this we got the basic things. So here, importantly, we got a config file, but what is important is feature files is nothing but even a manual tester can do it, right? So this is a normal setup. that even everybody can write it. For this, what you need to know, we need to know Gherkin language, isn't it? Okay, so we need to know Gherkin. Gherkin include your feature and your background. You know all this?
Yeah.
Scenario, outline. Okay, and then given, and then. Okay, and you need to also know a little bit of data table as well, which we have to. This is all the part of Gherkin. Okay. Example. This is what Gherkin is about, guys. That's it. So you need to know all these things. Okay. Does anybody don't know any of this? I'll explain.
Yeah, it's better to have a quick refresh on those topics.
Okay. See, except data table, which I will tell. Data table is very complex.
Yeah, data table, that is the one I'm going to ask you.
Yeah. Okay. So remaining things are again simple things, guys. Feature is nothing but title of the whole feature file. Example, we got this website. So the feature is nothing but what kind of features. So what you need to segregate the whole regression pack into few modules. Okay. So typically we can say that all account means like login, logout, personal data verification or personal data tests will become one feature, including login, logout, change password, everything will become a feature. So we can put that as a feature. So feature is nothing but a title of your whole feature file, okay, which is nothing but set of scenarios. Scenario is a typical test case which got a title, right? Title, and it got given when then, WT, okay. However, the title of your feature and the title of the scenario doesn't have any value. It is only for reading purpose. Okay, so they don't have any value. It is like a feature, you put XYZ also, it doesn't matter anything. Scenario title, you put anything, doesn't matter. But what matters is the given when done matters. Means here we will put a step here. Every given when done will have a step. Step is nothing but English text, sentence. We'll go in detail, okay? So but this sentence is very important because this sentence will become a link between a step and a function in JavaScript. Okay, so this step will give an English text sentence, and that sentence will be a link between this step and a function in the step definition. Okay, so that's why this English sentence is important. That English sentence that we're talking about, which also includes regular expressions, and it includes your what you call parameters, which are very important. So it includes parameters and regular expressions. Means, example, I say that given user is in home page. It's a straightforward sentence, and that this sentence should be there tagged with the function in the step definition. However, if you got example like user logs, okay, user enters. Example, say that when user enters user name, okay, and we put this Sri Ram, then this is a regular expression. Then that means that your sentence is only not a sentence, but it includes a parameter which will become a step definition method argument. So it will send one method into that. That method will be a first argument. That argument is nothing but my Sri Ram, my test data. Okay. So whenever you put a double quote, that means that you are sending a data. That data will go into the step definition as an argument. Okay, with the numbers. Okay, so that you put one argument, it will go as a first argument. So within the step definition, we can retrieve my Sri Ram using argument 1. Okay, that is the second thing. Second is regular expressions. So regular expressions point of view, I think we can use it. So automatically we'll get the snippets. You don't need to worry. But normally you will get something like a star D or something like that, which will represent a number. And if it is a string, then it will represent, I think, a star dot star, something like that. Okay, that will be a regular expression to represent a string. Okay, and also regular expression point of view, we can do something like a multiple things. Okay, like not or something like that. Able to. So we can actually use the step definition steps in a multiple ways. For that, we use Cucumber regular expressions, which you can Google it. I'm not going in depth in that. Okay. So that is what the importance of your steps. And when then are same, data table we'll discuss later. Okay. And examples, I think you know that. The examples is nothing but what are the parameters that we are sending here. If you want to send using a iterative way, means multiple examples instead of one set of data. If you got more than one set of data, what we use? We use the examples, which is nothing. Yeah. Then we put the column name, column name as our argument. Instead of a, if we put what you call greater than symbol, then it will represent a column name rather than a direct value. That column name is nothing but your example table, which will come into picture. Okay, that's it, guys. So that is about feature file, and then we got step definitions, which is nothing but a snippets. Okay, snippet to call a function. So typically one step will call one function in Cucumber. Okay. So that function it calls, but in that what it is there, it doesn't care. Typically the function will have methods, what called normally WDI API calls and assertions. Typically what is there within the step definition is either APIs or assertions or page object model. If you go on next, okay. Page object calls, okay, page object calls. Configuration is everything, guys. It is about settings, which you already discussed. It got everything. Your browser, multiple capabilities, all the available configurations, they are the config file. Okay, which makes sense. Okay, so now let me start showing something practical. Okay, so let me go to this website. This is very nice. Okay, which one? Which is this? The one? Okay. Shall we write some kind of feature files? Shall we? Okay. So yes. What I will do is normally I will write for login. Okay, I think it will be easy. Okay. So I need to click on this button, right? So what I will do is I will go to my, now let me go to this, open that.
So we will check on the login. So we use one feature file for that separately.
No. Oh yeah, all the it depends how you manage it, but normally all the accounts will create one feature file. Login, log out, registration, everything will become multiple scenarios.
Okay.
Okay. So where are we? Where is my folder? Classroom. Where is this? Dev.js classroom. Okay, Dev.js classroom. Dev.js classroom. Dev.js online. Practice. Oh, okay. Oh, no. What I'm trying to do. I'm trying to open this folder. Where is this folder? Dev practice. You just see Dev practice. Dev classroom practice. That's what I tried, right? Classroom. Yeah.
Dev practice.
This one. Okay. 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 So yeah, this is a brand new, fresh thing. Okay. So one more thing that we are forgetting: do we need to have package.json or no?
I think yes.
Um,
We run through our command line.
yes, but do we need to have package.json now or no? This is very
I think it's
tricky one.
not okay.
Very tricky one. Okay, so right now we installed that globally, right? So right now, whatever the libraries that what libraries we need, right now we need WebDriver. Maybe we need to have our chai sessions. Okay, so if we are able to globally install chai sessions, then that's it. We don't need package.json. Okay, so what are the libraries that we need for this? If that is global, that's fine. We don't need package.json. Okay, so for now, let us not use package.json, and then we will use package.json later. Okay, so okay, so what feature we are talking about? Okay, user accounts or user profile. Profile dot feature. Okay, guys. I did something else. I want to do something. Profile dot feature.
So file name always contains feature, right?
Yes, extend with feature. Yeah. So because that's it helps.
Okay.
Because WebStorm and everything will identify this.
All right.
Okay. Feature. User profile and his personal settings. Okay. Which includes login and logout, everything. Okay. Now, scenario. Okay. User can log in. User can log in. Success. Make sense? Given user is in home page, when he go to login page and login with the username, whatever it is, and password, whatever it is, then he should be logged in successfully. Okay, makes sense? That's it. Okay. See, now this blue where we don't know what has to be writing, we're just writing like this. But now it looks beautiful. Go and create one sign up. I don't know what my details are there or not, but I will put.
It's just like a manual tester using a test case in writing test case in Excel, right?
Yes. Email already taken. So we will sign up. I don't know the password actually. Okay. What's the password? London 12. Yes. Okay. So my username is okay. You register yourself. Make sense? Implement this. To have a stub definition file. Okay. This is where the tricky part will come, the most complex part. Okay, because we got config, but we got config, we got feature files, but we need to right now we need to create a JavaScript stub definition file. Okay. So for that, you need to create one step dot def.js file. Okay. Okay. So now we need to get that snippets like functions. So for that, normally what I would say is go and execute this. Automatically, you will get the snippet. Okay. So what I will do is I'll do this is the command. That's it. WDIO. That's it. Okay. Run it. That's it. Okay, we don't have Cucumber framework, which I said that the few things that we need to install for now. npm install
Don't we need to have test runner file?
test
Like
runner.
in Cucumber, we have @run with class name, right? We implement the JUnit class name @run with for Cucumber file to run.
We don't need any of this here.
Okay, like we'll be having some tag names in test.runner file.
Tag name we can give within the config file.
Okay.
Excellent. Same problems. What is the problem? Any application you go in the world, you need to have a, what is that we need?
Selenium standalone server.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. WebDriver
We need to
manager.
start the WebDriver.
Yes, we need to have a WebDriver manager. That's a minimum common sense. That's always I said, right? Now, luckily, what are the WebDriver manager we installed for Protractor will work here as well.
Oh, it's
Yes.
a common.
So before starting, we need to update, right? Not necessary every time.
Not every time, it's not necessary. Okay. It is not 6.1, but that's fine. See, that is the fundamental rule, guys. That's the reason why I said you need to understand the Selenium's architecture. Every tool in the world is based on Selenium server. Okay, and Chrome drivers and all these things. So that complexity, we had already handled it long back. So we don't need to do it again and again. Okay, congratulations. And your Firefox is running. However, my Firefox will not run because my Firefox version is older than the actual Pico driver version. Okay, and by default, WebDriver I was giving a Firefox as a default browser, which is the reason why my test will fail. Okay, so to solve the problem, you need to use your common sense. That's it. Change it into Chrome. Okay, so where is this Firefox? Firefox. Chrome. That's it. Okay. Now I go and change it. Anyway, this will not work. Don't worry. It will take some time out, but it will not work. But it won't be as bad as Protractor. Okay. It will give you a meaningful error message. You wait for some time. Okay, but I'm not patient. I am not patient, unable to create new Chrome service. Okay. Okay, so that's fine because there may be something in this Selenium thingy. Okay. See this, I got some problem in the Selenium server itself. So what I will do is I will stop it again. WebDriver manager. Unfortunately, I need to do this. Okay. Normally we don't need it, but I'm doing it. Okay. Okay. One more thing which I got out is I think this is running on 6.11. I think maybe I need to change the node version as well. Okay. I'll try this. Otherwise, I will do that because this is only specific to my system. Okay, where it is running on both nodes, so that may be a node problem, but that's fine. Let's run this.
So we don't need much knowledge in Node.js, right?
Yeah. Just able to run
install and then.
Okay. So now, now it runs successfully for your information because Chrome driver is old version. Now I updated it. Everything is sync. So I don't need to do anything. Always, if I got this kind of problems, go and do a WebDriver update. Okay. So now the problem is, if you remember, it should be the folder name, but unfortunately we did a wrong spelling, I think.
So once we run this, it will generate the step definition files, right? Syntax.
But it should, it should normally, but because here it is not able to find the. Yes, normally, but it is trying to find that this is not found. Features, features, step definitions.
I think step definition shouldn't have any hyphen in it.
Say it again.
I think step definition, there should be no hyphen.
Okay, so simple go to config. Okay, so here
Yeah, I think we need to remove hyphen probably.
okay. Sorry guys, I think there's a disconnection. Okay. Okay, so cannot find module classroom driver dot practice features step definition. So think okay. Let me do it again. Okay, I think there is some. I think the path point of it, I think there's some problem with the path.
Check this file name in future folder. The specs to run the catch the future folder.
But
But it's in config. Go to top and then
yeah, but it is saying the folder itself is not there. Cannot find module. Okay, let's do this once. Otherwise, I think there's a bit of path problem. Path problem. Okay, so let me do this.
no, in our specification, it stop in the configuration file.
Okay.
Spec future dot file name is future, right? So we use JS file to run in stepdev.js.
No, this is spec. Spec is okay. Spec is nothing but now the spec is nothing but the feature file. This is okay.
But we don't have any JS file notations there, .js or something like that.
We got this
Yeah,
right. .js.
right. But there is, we don't specify in that spec path .js or something. It's like a future file name. It contains ends with future.
Yeah, maybe I think the hyphen may be a problem. Let me just try this. WebDriver practice. WebDriver hyphen practice. Feature. So it's saying cannot find module. Is there any security problem or something like that? I'm just copy and paste it. Go to folder. It is there, right? Profile dot. This is there. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting problem.
So we need to run that step.dev.js through WebDriver video command.
No, with WDO will directly take this.
So directly take it through from that spec folder, right? That specification. Here we are in futures folder, and the next in any folder it gets .js file.
No,
so it's a future.
Spec is feature files only because which the specs should run. So we should not. See, thing is, we should not run this. We should run the feature files only.
Okay, profile feature. Okay, okay.
Because we are using Chrome. I mean, sorry, Cucumber. Cucumber will take care of that. The only thing is Cucumber configuration itself is a problem.
Oh, right.
Profiles. If I explode, if I exhibit new features. Okay, so the required features. Okay, so we'll do one thing. Okay, so current. Okay, so it is fine. Features cannot find module. Okay, 1 second. Cannot find module, cannot find module, cannot find module. Okay, give me 1 second. Oh, okay. 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 I think we are using global, so that may be a small problem. So okay, I'll do this, guys. Shall we? Okay. So we are not using. See, we are still in global. So it may be something to do with because we installed WebDriver, we haven't installed Cucumber. I think that should be the problem because we haven't installed Cucumber, right? We installed WebDriver. WebDriver is good, but WebDriver will take Cucumber internally to actually make sure that everything works. So in package.json, we are not managing anything. So this may be a problem. Okay, but anyway, good. Somebody said that. Okay, let us give it a go. Features. Do a practice of Cucumber.js. We just installed Cucumber.js in environment 8 on right? Yes. So Cucumber.js is there. Okay. So I think we need to take a break, guys. We'll come back, okay? Because I need to have a little bit of time because this is all set up from my. I got a lot of old WD practices. New window. Okay, I got this, but shall we take 5-10 minutes break and come back? I need to see what is happening. I need to test the other ones as well. Okay? Shall we? Hello?
Yeah, Sriram. Can you send me the feature file, please, Sriram?
Yeah, feature file. Okay, that's fine. I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
Okay, so is it okay in your local machine? Is it running in your local machine?
No, I haven't gone that far.
Okay, cool. Okay, guys. So leave it with me. I will come back in 5-10 minutes. Okay, and we will start because I know it. I mean, I just need to check my other project, which is this practice, which is this, and then. Okay, guys, shall we come back after 10 minutes? Okay, bye.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll just keep this and stop recording. Okay.